Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? What shall be done? The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. Ashtherodonadon. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodonador. Pathetic wretches. For Kalimdor. How dare you! Pathetic wretches. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodonador. It shall be done. Anudora. Threatens as sleep dulled my senses. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtherodonador. It shall be done. Ashtherodonador. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. How dare you! It shall be done. Ashtherodonador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. For Kalimdor. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. It shall be done. What threatens these lands? Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora. Torfala Nordora. Ashtherodonador. The land and I are one. It shall be done. Anudora.
First blood.
Anudora.
Greetings, friend. Hello there.
Something is amiss. It shall be done. Ashtherodonador. Anudora. Ashtherodonador. Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora.
Greetings, friend.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodonador. Press the attack! How dare you! The land and I are one. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodonador. For Kalimdor. Torfala Nordora. Anudora. What threatens these lands? It shall be done. Ashtherodonador. It shall be done. Press the attack! For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. Torfala Nordora. Anudora. Ashtherodonador. Anudora. It shall be done. How dare you! Ashtherodonador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora. What threatens these lands? Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor, Anudora. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor, Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Press the attack!
Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands? Ashtarodanador. It shall be done.
Pathetic wretches!
The land and I are one. Ashtarodanador. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. For Kalimdor, Anudora. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Anudora. For Kalimdor, Anudora. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor, it shall be done.
Press the attack!
Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor, Anudora. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor, Anudora. Something is amiss. Ashtarodanador. What threatens these lands? Something is amiss.
Welcome to our village.
The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtarodanador. What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor, Ashtarodanador.
Pathetic wretches!
We're under attack!
It shall be done. For Kalimdor, Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. The land and I are one. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. It shall be done. The land and I are one. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. What threatens these lands? Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Ashtarodanador. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done.
How dare you!
Anudora. Ashtarodanador. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. The land and I are one. Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done.
Pathetic wretches.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtarodanador. Anudora. It shall be done.
We need more gold.
Something is amiss. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. The land and I are one. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. Land and I are one. Something is amiss.
How dare you!
For Kalimdor. Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador.
Our allies' hero has been slain.
It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
Research.
Anudora. It shall be done. Something is amiss.
Inventory is full.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Press the attack.
Threatens these lands. Anudora. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands? It shall be done. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. For Falanodora. Something is amiss. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Threatens these lands. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor.
Press the attack.
It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
We're under attack.
Ashtherodanador.
How dare you!
It shall be done. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Has sleep
Greetings,
dulled
friend.
my senses?
Hello there.
Anudora. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
Pathetic wretches.
For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor.
Press the attack.
Anudora. For Kalimdor. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
Pathetic wretches.
As sleep dulled my senses. The land and I are one. It shall be done. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora. As sleep dulled my senses. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Something is amiss.
We're under attack!
What threatens these lands? As sleep dulled my senses. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor.
How dare you!
It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one.
Pathetic wretches.
Anudora. For Falanordora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador.
How dare you!
It shall be done.
Press the attack.
Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Inventory is full.
Threatens these lands. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Pathetic wretches. How dare
Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Press the attack.
Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor.
Pathetic wretches.
Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
We're under
Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador.
Press the attack!
Anudora. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
How dare you!
Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
We need more gold.
Something is amiss. What threatens this
Greetings, friend.
Something is amiss. Has sleep? What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Something is amiss. It shall be done. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Anodorini Tala. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Press the attack!
Ashtherodanador has dulled my senses. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Anudora.
Hello there.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. It shall be done.
Attack!
Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Threatens these lands. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Torfala Nordora.
Press the attack!
Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Ashtherodonadu. Anudora. Ashtherodonadu. For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands? Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodonadu. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Anudora.
Welcome to our
What
village.
threatens these lands? It shall be done. Ashtherodonadu. Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? Anudora. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodonadu. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. The land